How you doing? How you doing? My name is Anthony Febo. I am a Boricua teaching artist from Boston. I'm very excited to be here, part of the I Learn America series, partnering with the Museum of Latin American Art. Shout out to y'all for creating this space. I have in the building a phenomenal poet, phenomenal human, has gone through the I Learn America program, and she's gonna talk a little bit about her story, share her story, and we're gonna have a quick little conversation. So I wanna give it up nice and loud for Flori.
Hi, Febo. Good morning. Hi, everyone. My name is Floriselda Velasquez. I'm a student here at Los Angeles. And like he said, I wrote a poem for I Learn America, which is telling a little bit of myself, which is telling my story. I'm going to read the first part, and if Febo has any questions, any comments, he can share with me and with us too. So let me start. Tell me your struggles and how you have faced them. Then I will tell you what kind of person you are and what similarities we have. Life is beautiful, but sometimes it gets worse and it turns out to be like hell because of problems and some people that make you feel like a piece of trash, like something with a value. I'm Floriselda Velasquez and I am an alien. I'm living in a country that is not mine, in a place with a different language to my native one. I'm an alien just because I don't speak their language. I am an alien because I do not know their culture. I do not belong here. That's why I'm a stranger. Some people think I am a criminal. Others think that I am an uneducated person. However, they don't know anything about me. A lot of people do not know my story, and I do not know why they think they have the right to judge me as they do. I attended to school until my sixth grade in my country, Guatemala. I couldn't continue at school because of my family's economic situation, but I am here so far being respectful and responsible as I was taught at home. That's the first part. So let's hear from Febo. Any thoughts, questions?
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that. I would, I guess my first question is, when you think about the title, right? I love that title. There's a story behind each scar, because there is, right? Like, I'm interested in knowing kind of like when you were writing this poem, what scars did you start to feel that they were starting to become open?
I didn't want to start with the sad part or the sad part for me because it would be hard for me to write and I wouldn't be able to continue. So that's why I started with this one. And this is just a little bit of my present of the things that I really um, lived when I came to the United States, when I was on my way here, when I got stopped by the immigration um, people. So that's why I wrote this. It doesn't name them, but that's basically describing the way they think I am just because I am an immigrant.
I would love to hear the rest of the story, because you got me like, ooh, what's next? What's next? So just read the rest of the stuff, and I would love to talk to you about it afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, the next part is Pain is my teacher, which starts like this. I never heard and I am proud of you from my dad. I had to get a job when I was 13 years old. I grew up seeing violence everywhere. My home was a hell and I was a slave. I was a slave to my own fear and I couldn't defend my mom from my dad's hand. I will never understand all the abuse from my dad toward my mom, siblings, and me, but I'm sure that those were the reasons that drove me here. Aprenda de los errores, mija, mi mamá decía, and you could be a different person some día. That means mistakes are to learn from and not to repeat. Violence is to show you how different you have to be. Leaving my roots is the next part. I grew up and now I'm 19 years old. And look at me. I'm a different person from others. I don't see life like others see it. I know that life is difficult, but there is always something to learn from. I left home when I was 17. I'm working, studying, and living alone in the city of Los Angeles. So do not come to talk to me about life, dude. Do not come to tell me that life is difficult because I already know it. I already live it. Do not ask me about life struggles because you know what? I have lived more than you think. I prefer to get advice from you. I prefer for you to support me and teach me how to forgive others because some wounds are still alive. I wake up every day, then I realize that I wake up with my mom thousands of kilometers away from me. Saying goodbye was not easy. And when I remember the day that I left home, I couldn't control the knot in my throat. I really cannot. Tears ran down my cheek and I felt the same pain from that day. And I will confess something to you. Every moment I try to forget my family. And do not ask me why. It is difficult to wake up each morning and remember all the laughs and foolishness of my siblings. It is too difficult to remember all the noises, the birds, cows, and roosters in the mornings. Believe me, it's not easy. And then the last part is look forward to your dreams and do not stop. All those memories and others do not make me be happy. Those hurts me a lot. I would like to go back and live it one more time, but I cannot. I just have those memories that are my motivation to work hard each time. I have learned that happy moments happen just once. So enjoy each second, each minute, each day, side by side with your loved ones. Because sometimes lives change and just memories and ghosts are left. I am away, but I have more opportunities now. I'm going to help my mom because she is my motivation to get up each day. I want to show her that all my crazy ideas and illusions can be real. I want to show her that I can be a professional person, that I can get my own house and travel around the world. I want to show some gringo people that see me as a criminal that I am not. I'm just a dreamer to get a career and go to college, a dreamer of justice and more opportunities of education for those that are working hard to improve their lives. I'm just a little bird that wants to learn how to fly and then be part of the flock. I am just a girl lost in the US looking for a better education and a way to help my family for a better life without any worry about money for food and for education too. I have a different background than you. I do not think like you and I see life in a different way than you. But I'm still sure that we have similar purposes. We want to change. We want a better life for our people. I want to give my siblings the opportunity that I didn't have, the opportunity to go to college. I want them to live comfortably, and I'm working hard for it. All the struggles that I have passed do not matter. It doesn't matter how many times we have to fall, but we have a purpose, and it is what makes us getting up again. The wounds heal in time, but God makes them part of our bodies, part of our stories, and through our scars.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. What I love about this poem is that, like you said earlier, you start kind of in the present, like where a little bit of where it is that you are now, and then you go back and you kind of bring us through, and then you once again you kind of like end up again. You kind of end with dreams for the future, which I absolutely love, right? So this poem is like in four different parts, and I'm wondering you don't have to like say it in a poem right now, right? But if you were to add a fifth part that is updated right now, because you wrote this when you were still in high school, yeah, and you're not in high school anymore. And so I'm interested if you had to write a fifth part that kind of like brings us up to date with where it is that you are now. What are some of the things that you would end up saying?
A lot of things has happened since that day. I mean, now I'm going to college, and it is just hard to think now. I'm thinking about leaving high school and it's just so hard, and now the coronavirus, and I think we have like this perspective now, and I could add like how this virus has bring us all together, how we have connected even though we are away from each other, but we have been still united. And I would add that to like the different people that has helped me like a lot in my life, and that will be the fifth part, I think. Yeah.
It's important to recognize that these things that are happening, some of them we don't have control over, right? Like we don't have control whether or not like schools open up again, or we don't have control over when we're allowed to be humans with each other again, but we do have control over letting the people that are in our lives that love us and that we love, to let them know that, right? And so it's beautiful that you have found you have found light in this, you know, in these weird times, that you are able to close the gap between you and other people by finding ways to communicate with them. I know that you're busy. You're about to jump off into school right now. I want to thank I Learn America for providing the opportunity to give you an opportunity, a platform to share. And I want to thank the Museum of Latin American Art for welcoming I Learn America into its home and opening the doors. Even if the physical doors are closed, we still have the doors of our heart and the internet to make it happen. So definitely check out what's on the website. I'm guarantee you're gonna find something and fall in love with it. Flori, once again, you're amazing.
Thank you, Febo. And thanks everyone.